Going live? Are we live? Nice. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this masterclass with WFA and UKBG. My name is Sikky. I'm here from the WFA on the UKBG YouTube channel. And I'm here to be talking about a little introduction into a flair and a WFA and WFA gradings. I would like to welcome you here. As I can see, we've got a few of you already here. Welcome, and let's get it started. First of all, I would like to start really simple. When you type flair bartending into a Google, what Google says? Flair bartending is the practice of the bartenders entertaining guests with the manipulation of bar tools and bottles in tricky, dazzling ways. I will say this, it might be true, I will say they comparing this to a juggling. Simple, what I will say is a lifestyle of a bartender, period. It's a lifestyle of a bartender. Word flair, what does it mean? And word flair sort of means is style. If someone does something with a flair, it means that his craft or whatever he does it with the style and putting his craft into a new level. When we're talking about the smiling, your presentation, your walking, the way how you're talking to a customer, the way how you're talking to your friends and a family, the same you can apply into a bartending. Style, flair, everything what you do and you putting your style into a new level, that's a flair bartending. Pouring, making drinks, serving customers in the same way every day, year by year, that might become really boring, right? You want to put yourself, your skill, your life, your work into a next level. You want to make it more entertaining for yourself, for your guests. You want to be better than the bartender next to you. You want to be cool. You want to be faster. You want to maybe become international superstar and earning lots of money. That's everything in a bartending life. Word flair, I will say everything is about bartending. All of this, what I mentioned, is under one roof. So don't separate it, please. But I'm here talking about the flair mainly. To understand flair, we comes to Mr. Jerry Thomas, our sort of uncle, godfather of a flair bartending, godfather of the bartending. Jerry Thomas, he made his first flair move. The first flair move ever done is been done by Jerry Thomas when he was making a Blue Blazer cocktail. He created something extraordinary, something and which entertain his guests and give an experience to his guests, something which nobody does it before. Then he started traveling all over the US, and he was creating this sort of experience and entertainment for people all over the US. That was the first flair move ever. So where we are now, creating experience and entertaining our guests. No matter what you're doing, you just have to think about your guests. Later on, bartenders start using this technique, what Jerry Thomas did, start creating different stuff, different recipes, using different tools, different objects, and start learning more stuff and doing everything with their personality and trying to be better than the other people. So they've been creating different kind of experience and different sort of a showmanship for their guests. That is mean flair start growing, flair bartending, the flair bartenders, the bartenders in general start growing in a different sort of a direction. Later on, they realize it that the moves, what they're doing is basically speeding up their service, which we comes to again, as soon as you start practicing certain thing over and over, it became your second nature and you start getting faster and better at your craft. Also, the main thing is, if I know 100% where that shaker is, where that bottle is, where ice valleys, where how the recipe are goes. Where is the toilet? Where is my guest who is waiting? Where is the guest who not need to be served at the moment because he still got a drink? That it comes with the confidence. What if you know everything 100% and you share about the stuff around you? It comes your confidence with yourself, with your bar tools, with customers, and you're creating a great experience for your guests. As you can see, I'm still talking about the experience. It's all about that. Later on, the bartenders start doing competitions between each other, showing I got better skills than you, which all of us, we know we are bartenders, or maybe some of you who are considering to be a bartenders or starting their journey. Competition is really healthy. So don't be scared and join some competition or go to watch a competition, because the competition, it gives you two opportunity to travel and gives you two opportunity to share your skills. You can learn something new and you can give something new to somebody else. And like this, the community of bartenders is growing. But then later on, when we're talking about the flair bartenders, flair bartending, flair in general, you might have a different thoughts of a bartending because people focus more on the competition side, and when they see a prize money, they go a little bit blinded in a way that they forget where the flair bartending came from. So as I said, I'm going back to the beginning. Jerry Thomas, creating experience. So no matter if you are on stage behind the bar or serving your family cocktails at home, try to create the experience for them. And if you are special for your guests, you are a winner. I hope connection is all good. We've got some 9 viewers at the moment. I'm really happy with that. We are here to introduce you a little bit our cooperation with the UKBG. We are World Flair Association. What World Flair Association is, what we stand for, let's go into it. The World Flair Association is association dedicated to bartenders from all over the world, bringing all those bartenders together with the love for flair and creating professional standards for flair worldwide. We have more than 15,000 members in more than 100 countries all over the world. In 2010, we established WFA grading system for bartenders. This is internationally recognized certification and is used by some of the biggest bartending schools and bar chains in the world. We also are founders of the WFA Grand Slam competition, which are the most prestigious competitions in the world, because those competitions having the certain standard which every bartender wants to have on stage. Let me talk about something about WFA gradings. WFA gradings, they provide a structured framework for progression from the beginner to an advanced bartender. There are 9 levels to be achieved, and those levels can be awarded by assessed exam or demonstrating required skills at any Grand Slam event. Pardon me. So the tested levels are you can get them and be awarded by a qualified examiner. And then we got the competition grades, which are awarded by a Grand Slam judge. So the tested grades, which are, you can able to do it online on our website, and they are awarded by an official examiner, are yellow, orange, green, and blue. Each of these grades incorporates 3 different sections: free pour, drink production, and flair bartending round. In order to pass all of them, you need to do them in order. So for example, if I want to have orange, I need to get the yellow first. We got the first yellow, then orange, then green, and then blue. Why is like that? Because they're getting harder on a level. So they're teaching you certain different type of a skill. After that, we've got the competition grades. Competition grades can be awarded by a Grand Slam judge at any Grand Slam event. We've got the purple and the black. Purple level goes to a 6th, 5th, and a 4th position in any Grand Slam event. 3rd, 2nd, and a 1st position in any Grand Slam event is getting a black level. Also, we've got 3 extra, which is a bronze, silver, and a gold. Those 3 are for a top 3 in overall in a Grand Slam season in that year. So it's basically like a Formula One. So at the end of the year, all points goes together. Who's got the most, he's got the gold. Let me go deeply into the yellow level and then the rest of the gradings. That's why we are here. I would like to introduce you these levels. You are a beginner. You are a bartender who wants to put his skills into next level. Yellow level. This level will get you into the flair, into the world of flair. You will learn basic measurements, basic pours with a free pour, basic moves and grabs. And at the end, you will be making your first routine with making 2 cocktails on the same time. That's your introduction into a flair. You're gonna learn, you're gonna get the confidence with your tools, and you're gonna be able to flair behind the real bar while making cocktails. Then it comes to the orange level. As you remember, if I passed my yellow level, then I'm getting to an orange. Orange level, we're stepping up a little bit the game. The orange level is based on the moves which you see right now at the moment behind every single bar. Is about the craft flair. So we have a new pour techniques, new flair techniques, new moves, new grabs, and we're working mainly on the bar. So again, you're gonna be learning another routine with the flair, making cocktails as well. And second, you're gonna be able to flair behind any bar in the world. So as soon as you pass your yellow and orange, you're gonna have a confidence to be flaring behind the bar at any position. You have a small bar, big bar, outside, you're gonna be able to flare behind any bar in the world. Then of course we comes to the green level. The green level is a little bit harder. The multi-objects are coming in. Maybe you saw this on competitions. Then it's for those people who wants to step up their game with the flair and get more confidence with the more objects. So we have a multi-objects, more difficulty pours, difficult pour techniques, and a new techniques about the moves. Difficulty is on a certain level, and the wow effect for your customers is on another level. So to learning these moves and to be able to perform them in front of your guests, you're gonna make lots of tips. And of course, still making good looking cocktails with badass flair. Then it comes to a blue level. The blue level is the hardened, tested level. You're gonna learn moves from most famous flair bartenders in the world from the past and from now. You're gonna understand lots of different and difficult flair techniques. And after passing this exam, you will be able to sort of competing in a professional way. So this is basically for the people who not having a chance to understand how these guys doing the difficult moves and how I can combine it together. The blue level is exactly for you because you're already gonna have a certain level. You're gonna have a yellow, orange, green, you're stepping up the game, and then blue one, it just gives you the cherry on the top, and then you will decide what you wanna do. Those are the tested levels. Those levels, you can do them online with us on our website. www.worldflairassociation.com, where you can create your profile. You're gonna be in touch with all bartenders from all over the world. So basically, we are all one community under one roof. You're gonna get some news about competition, what's going on, because we've got a calendar of competitions. You're gonna know about any news in flair world. And what is the main thing, after you become a member of UKBG, you're gonna have a 10% discount on our shop. So you can buy any flair bottles, any tools, anything which you need for your home bar or for your workplace. So it's a great opportunity for you guys just to become a member of UKBG right now. Then you're gonna get discount on your shop and also on our gradings online. You can do them on our website. So remember, as a member, 10% down. Time to flair, right? I'm not gonna be talking that much, but you wanna see some action, right? So I will explain you shortly what is for me, what the flair for me, how the flair gets me involved into it, like really, really big time. So I will start explaining sort of things which every bartender already knows, maybe tried, or maybe should know these moves, because these moves will help you to increase your confidence, experience for customers, and getting better at your craft and look more cooler. So normally when your customer comes in, how do you start? You're saying hello, good evening, how you doing, offering a seat. Normally, you're taking a napkin, putting a napkin in front of the guests, and then possibly give a hand. Why don't you eat together with, for example, one napkin spin? So you can take the napkin, spin it into air, land it on your forearm, and then serve it to a guest, just like this. As you can see, I just did a little flair move, and I'm having a hand right here. I can offer a seat, or I can give a handshake to my customer. And that's your first interaction. That guest already knows it's something special because I pay attention into it. At the end, I was just practicing this move over and over, and I'm better than the guy next to me. So of course, the other customers wants the same sort of attention. Then when it comes to the customer order a cocktail, so let's say it's a shaken cocktail, and you're gonna have to use a shaker. So taking a shaker just like this and putting it in front of you, everyone can do it, right? Why don't you learn in the same way instead of doing this? That takes you half a second. Half a second, take the same, throw behind the back, just like this. You can do it in any bar in the world. If you have a low silly, big silly, windy beach bar, anywhere, just like this. And you are ready to icing it up. So we're gonna ice up our shaker, put some ice in there. And now what most of the bartenders do, putting the shakers on top of the bar top. Then trend right now is taking a small cheater tin and putting inside of the big one. So the small tin is getting chilled and all the ingredients inside is getting pre-chilled before shaking it. So I'm gonna get the condensation and the temperature of the ingredients in a perfect cold way, how I want it. What if, after icing it up, I'm gonna keep the scoop inside of my hand, and I will just do little move, just like this. So it takes me the same amount of time, okay? Icing it up, 1, 2, simple as that. Let's take the same time with this, without doing the move. Icing it up, 1, 2, same amount of time. A little extra, and I'm basically did already 3 moves, and the customer is gonna keep eyes on me and see what I'm doing. If I'm 100% sure with these moves, the customer is gonna be amazed. He's gonna have something different than in the previous bar. All right, so we've done this. Okay, so let's do it again. We've done this. Now, for example, you're gonna have to take a highball glass or any type of a glass. I have a glass, for example, here on the side on my station. You might have a glass on your back bar. I'm gonna take my glass, and instead of taking a glass from one hand to the other, icing it up and putting in here, I can take the glass and do a little move, just roll it just like this. The customer looks like, I've never seen that before. And your glass is ready to ice up. But we're not icing it up just like that. We go around, and we basically made two moves while icing it up the glass. It takes the same amount of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 seconds. Let's do it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 seconds. 1 extra second. 1 second not gonna kill anyone, because you're doing, I said speed up your service in a different ways, but we are creating an experience for our customers. If you get better at your craft, you know your bar, that those moves, those little moves, that makes your life faster and much easier. So you can communicate with the customers on the same time while you're flaring or doing moves. Then it comes to that you want more attention. You want to know the whole building watching you. This is the perfect job, the best job in the world, that everybody wants you, because you are making the cocktails. You want to have the control of the whole bar, whole situation. Customer who you're making cocktail for, he feels good, but he doesn't feel really special. So you want to show everyone in the building that you're making a cocktail right for him. So you can do, let's say, I have a lime juice. I've got about 10 ml inside. So instead of pouring it just like this and then empty bottle and grab the new one, or ask barback for another bottle, ask him first while he's bringing it. You can do simple snatch and then release into a pour. Then you start pouring, and in that moment your barback is bringing you the bottle of the lime juice, so you can continue with the pour. What that snatch basically means, that snatch creates the atmosphere that all of a sudden people realize in the bar what's going on. In that moment, you've got attention of the people, and everybody's watching how you're making a cocktail for this particular person. So you are winning, the customer feels really good, and everybody wants the same sort of experience and same service like you did it for him. After you've done that, then possibly you might gonna need to use a jigger. All right, we've got some experience, expensive stuff behind the bar, and we have to use a jigger. Maybe some of them have a pour spout. That's good, but we can combine it all together. So we need to measure, let's say, our Campari into a cocktail. We need 25 ml. So I'm taking my jigger and pouring just like this. It takes the same amount of time, like this. This kind of pour, it gives you again like, wow, you're using two objects again, and you're not spilling, you're not throwing the stuff in the air, but you're still basically doing a flair, you're still doing something with the style and making accurate cocktails for your guests. And everybody wants the same service. Then it comes to, for example, spoon. We're gonna have to take the spoon, stir ingredients together, all right? Instead of taking this and stirring, why don't we learn finger roll, all right? Why don't we learn simple finger roll, which give us opportunity to even look at the guest's eyes, still communicating with the guest and doing the move on the same time. This is a perfect opportunity to impress your guests in the best way possible. After that, you're gonna shake your cocktail, and we're gonna use a strainer. Putting the strainer just like this. Again, it might be a boring because we are making thousands and thousands of cocktails every day. Why don't you come up with something like this? Just spinning the strainer into a shaker. Simple spin into a shaker. It looks different and it gives again the experience to your customer. And of course, at the end, you finish your cocktail however you want it, but I'm 100% sure that the way how you did it, you basically give the different experience like the guy next door. As you can see those moves, all those moves, what I just showed you, those moves are taken from all our gradings. So each of the move is in one of the levels. You're gonna be able to learn these moves if you join us, and as a member, you're gonna get 10% discount on your gradings. And also you can check our Patreon account, where on a Patreon account, we've got every level broken down into videos of the moves. So you're gonna get close-ups, slow motions, and you can learn every single move and every single detail from each point. And you're gonna be able to practice it in your home. I hope everything good. We've got good connection. Yeah? Amazing. So right now, we covered everything, right? We know what we are. We know that the flair is basically creating an experience for your guests. Remember, thinking about your smile, thinking about your moves, thinking about your tools, which tools are you using. If you do not have any tools, we got it for you. Our shop also give a 10% discount for UKBG members. So hurry up, become a member of UKBG right now, and then you can get your discount on your next fresh tools. And then also you can get a discount on our WFA gradings so you can become better bartender. I'm looking at the comments right now. I will give you opportunity to give a sort of a question if you have a, guys. I will say one thing. I might have a little slight delay on the YouTube, so it's gonna take me a couple of seconds to read through it, or maybe they're just coming through it. So I'm gonna have a look onto comments. Nice. Great moves that delivers a guest experience to the next level. Thank you very much. I think I covered that. Nice. I think, guys, if you have more questions, I'll give you more time. I'd like to have a sip of my Titanic cocktail. Just to make sure, if you're gonna have any comments or any questions about WFA gradings, please make sure you're gonna follow us on our socials. On Instagram is World Flair Association. And give us a shout, send us a message if you have any questions. I'm here 24 hours for you, and we want to create a better world, and we want to help to every single bartender to become a better at his craft. So remember, don't switch it. That guy flares, that guy does this. We all bartenders, and we all want to unite together as one, and we are here to help each other. So if you have less experience, don't hesitate to ask. If you have more experience, make sure you're sharing it with the world, because like this, we're gonna become better world for our customers. Okay, we've got a question. And what move do you think is best for easy to learn, but biggest impact? Break the bottle. break the bottle, and it gives the attention of everyone. No, seriously, I mean, the easiest move you can learn is putting your personality into the move you're doing. All right. So every time you're doing something, put your personality into it. So every time you take in a small thing, you do a thumb roll. Okay, it's gonna become your second nature. You learn some moves, do them all the time, and then you forget that you're doing them. Like this, you realize you have your own style, and customers coming to you. So the easiest move to learn is putting your personality into a style of work, how you're working. I guess you like the breaking the bottle. To get attention in a nightclub, you break a bottle and then you got straight away 100 people watching you. But don't do that. That's not really hygienic. Nice. I think I'm gonna wait for a couple more seconds to get a few more comments. If not, guys, I really enjoyed that, and I hope you guys maybe you can give me a thumbs up in your comments that you know how difficult it is to do the presentation and standing behind the bar, and only customer is the camera. We are all bartenders and we want to do it live in front of our guests. So I will say thank you very much for your time to watching and to spending some time with me. And I hope you got something from it, because we want to create a better world for bartenders. And we are here for you and to help you to get better. Nice. So I've got the last thumbs up, and I will say one more time, thank you very much for your time. And thank you very much, UKBG. And our cooperation starts now. So we're going to work together and make a better place for the bartenders. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your evening.